What's going on, guys? I should probably put my microphone right in front of me. Here we go. Manchester United versus Newcastle. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. We are live. Mm. So I was watching part of the women's derby right now between United and City. Um, United women are winning 2-0 in the 67th minute. So hopefully today is a good day to be a Manchester United fan. Hopefully both teams bring us some joy today. Trying to see who scored those goals in the women's side. Do, 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 do. Bizet and Clinton. All right, Bizet in the 6th minute, Clinton in the 22nd minute. Nice. I'm gonna check in with that here periodically just to keep folks that are interested. You all should be interested if you're United fans on what's going on with the women's match there. But let me flip over to my stream for the Newcastle match. Let's see. Let me put a poll in the chat. Let's see. Let's see. How are people feeling? How are you feeling about this match? Confident, nervous, indifferent. If I could spell indifferent. All right, so there is polls in the chat. If you want to get involved in that, please do. Please cast your vote. How do you feel? Nervous, confident, indifferent? Are you just numb to it all right now? Are you just waiting for us? You waiting for Thursday? Like, is this kind of like a meh kind of game, and Thursday is really like what we're all waiting on? I kind of feel like that, to be honest. I kind of feel like, you know, this is a good game to keep people in shape and in game form. But I don't think this is something that we need to like go out of our way to really try and win. Just because I don't want players exhausted for Thursday. I know what today is Sunday. There's still Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday between now and Thursday, but the players are gonna have to give maximum effort on Thursday. So, you know, I don't want us going all out to win this. And in my preview, I actually said that I thought Amram was going to go with an unchanged side for the most part from who played last Thursday, and he kind of hinted at that in his press conference and when he was interviewed. But then also in my preview, I was like, but I said I would like to see a lot of change, a lot of rotation, um, and to see like Xerxes start. And sure enough, that's what he's done. All right, here we go. Kick off. Here come Newcastle. Bryan there came to collect, but Lindelof dug it out. I'm not sure if there's miscommunication back there or not. That's a worrying early sign, but maybe that was just a, first few minutes jitters from Bayendir. This game is starting out pretty fast. Wow. Oh, he's off sides. Come on, referee. Yeah, there we go. He's off. He's off. Yeah, Newcastle are coming out flying, and this is kind of what I predicted because Newcastle, they've got a bit more riding on this one. Um, so like they're trying to get into the Champions League via the league, the Premier League. So they're going to be gunning for this one. Whereas I feel like for United, we're just kind of, you know, we're entertaining Newcastle, I'll say, and really waiting for Thursday, if you ask me. So it's just the Garnacho out to Dallo, playing by. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Garnacho running onto it. Yeah, that's going to be a tough mountain to climb, literally, for Garnacho versus Dan Burn back there. Dan Burn, in case you don't know, is a tall son of a gun. And Garnacho, as we know, is not the biggest of guys. So it'd be like Groot and Ratchet or whatever his name is. Is it Rocket? Ratchet from Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, it's gonna look like that between Dan Burn and Garnacho. Nice touch, Mazzaroli. All right, Bruno. That's a Garnacho. Garnacho, side of the box. Bruno into Mazzaroli. Mazzaroli to Ugarte. Ugarte to Erickson. Erickson back to Mazzaroli. Mazzaroli out to Garnacho. Garnacho back to Mazzaroli. Little possession here for us. Lindelof under a little bit of pressure. Back to Euro. Euro goes back to Bayender. Bayender out to Mazraoui. Mazraoui clears. That's the one thing that I feel like we're still missing. It's like we have possession going into the attacking half, but then we get pushed back, excuse me, pushed back. And I feel like other teams, other better teams have a way to get out of that. Whereas for us, I feel like we get pushed back, pushed back, pushed back. We go back to our keeper, and then back to like a defender or center back or something. And then we just kind of clear it or boot it down the field. But I feel like other teams that are better than us, even when they get pushed all the way back to their keeper, they still have a way to then play out of the back from that, if that makes sense. So Newcastle had a shot that wasn't far off from Jacob Murphy there. A little early shot at Bayender, but luckily it was off target because that was a pretty good shot. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's see. To under settings. Nope. Where is it? I need to bring up my Twitter. I'm glad to see Amos get a start. I've been wanting to see more of him, so I am happy about that. Everyone's out there giving out instruction. Sorry about that. Here come Newcastle. Newcastle going long. Euro's on it. Oh, Euro got it caught under his foot. What happened there? That was weird. But we're out though. Dallo under pressure. Plays it inside to Lindelof. Ugarte. Mesraoui. Mesraoui back to Bayender. Bayender goes over to Euro. Slightly off pass there, but again, I think he's just nervous. Come hang out. Euro chasing back into Bayender. Bayender, get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. There we go. Up to Xerxes, but Xerxes held off by Dan Burn, looks like. If you just joined, please like and please participate in the poll we got going here. Try and get as many votes as we can. Just see how people are feeling. Like I said earlier, if you weren't here, I am kind of in the indifferent section here. Sorry, I'm hearing myself echo. I'm kind of indifferent about today's game. I just want us to get through it injury free, and just be ready and healthy for Thursday. You know, Newcastle, they can go out here and kill themselves for it if they want to. And I know that people say, well, it's Man United, you should fight for every game. And I'm not saying we shouldn't try to win it, but let's not overextend ourselves here. You get what I mean? Which is partially why I think we've gone with the lineup that we've gone with, right? Check out the women's match. Still 2-0 to Manchester United women over City in the FA Women's Cup semi-final. I'll be providing updates as that game progresses, but it's 2-0, 79th minute to United over City, FA Women's Cup final. Wow, Jonathan's strong. That guy's a beast, man. He's a beast. He just he held off Garnacho like he was a little gnat. Wow. And how do you guys feel about Onana being dropped? I feel like it was the right choice. But then well, I don't know. Let me think about it a bit more. Because in my preview, I said I feel like Onana should be dropped, but that we should not drop him because I don't want his confidence to be shot come Thursday. Right? I don't want him to be back there feeling like he's gotta do some crazy stuff and some cutbacks and dribble past defenders or something to try and get people to say, "Ooh, Onana, like you actually are good." Sorry, we said all these bad things about you. I don't want him to do that. So I'm a little bit iffy about him being dropped today. Although I also heard that apparently he's got some personal stuff going on. Like apparently his wife was robbed or something like that, which is crazy. I hope that's a rumor and not true, but if it is true, that's awful. And I wish them the best in getting through that because I'm sure that can be traumatizing. And I don't wish I don't wish that on anybody. Um, you know, it's stupid. People think they have to rob someone something that someone else worked to get, and they just go and take it. Like I don't know what kind of low life you have to be to think that that's okay. But anyway, oh, what a touch from Xerxes. Xerxes, let's go. Oh, Xerxes out here playing FIFA, man. Oh my goodness. This is why Xerxes needs to start. So going back to my preview, which I was just talking about, Xerxes has to be our starter. Like, I'm sorry, Hoyland, I get it. You're fast or whatever, but Xerxes our guy. Xerxes our guy. Like, he just proves it game in, game out. Xerxes our guy to start, whether it's as the sole striker, as like a the 9.5 kind of player that he is, or even in one of the number 10 positions, he's got to be up there. He's got to be up there and around it. I feel like if you put Xerxes up there with like a more senior striker who can just really finish, magic, magic. Isak with the ball for Newcastle. Newcastle edging closer to our Bucks. Back towards the half circle, or center circle, as some people call it. Newcastle in the box. Newcastle across. Cleared by Amas. Here comes Trippier. Is that Guimaraes? Is that Bruno? I can't tell who that is. Plays it in, but Bayern just got it covered. Let's check some stats real quick since the game is about getting close to 15 minutes into it. So 2 shots for Man United, 1 for Newcastle, 1 on target for United, 0 on target for Newcastle. So that's good so far. Surprising to me, we have 65% possession to Newcastle's 35%. I am surprised at that. What I'm not surprised at is our pass accuracy of 83% compared to Newcastle's 84. Um, so yeah, our pass accuracy still sucks, but we're keeping the ball more than them. So I don't know. That's usually not what we do, from what I see. So is this a different tactic from Amarin? Clear it, Mazraoui. There we go. See, that's what I mean. So in that position just now. Let me hold on. Let me wait. Let me wait. Okay. So in that position just now, where you saw the ball made its way back to Bayendir and over to Mazraoui, like our players are way too far apart to really try and play out of a situation like that. Whether it's, and when I say situation like that, I mean whether it's something that we self-impose by passing it back there, or if the ball was played long by the opposing team and collected by the keeper. Either way, it's like once we get back there in our defensive line in front of goal, we just we don't have the ability to pass it out and play out of the back. And that's where I think we cough up possession, and then we have to kind of hope that we get that the other team breaks down and we get the ball back from them, something, right? We're hoping, right? I don't like that because I feel like it's a little bit of a lack of control in the game when we just kind of hoof it and hope as opposed to trying to play out of the back. And I think one of the reasons why we're not playing out of the back is because I don't know if Amarin is just telling us not to, but I just feel like the players aren't coming back enough. If Dallo, get up! Oh shit! Good tackle, Ugarte. What? What? I thought he got the ball. Let's see a replay of that. Dallo slipped. That happens. I think he got the. Let me see. Yeah, 50-50. I don't think that's a yellow card offense, though. I think that was a little bit harsh from the referee. It's a free kick from outside the box from Newcastle. It's like Trippier standing over it. Ball's in. Overhit. Overhit. Good. Good, 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 good. There's a crap ball in, Trippier. Look at me talking from my computer desk. Mm-hmm. Checking the women's match. 88th minute, still 2-0 Manchester United women over Man City's women FA Cup semi-final. Let's go. Ball's back to Bayender. Bayender looking for a pass. Okay, that's not so bad. That was better. That seemed a bit more controlled coming out of the back there than what have been seeing earlier in this game and the other games. You're back to Bayender. Bayender out to Mazraoui. Mazraoui to Dallo. Dallo looking for a pass, placed down the line. A hoof and hope. It's Xerxes, though. See, Hoyland, that's how you do it. That's how you're supposed to do it, Hoyland. Right there. What Xerxes just did, where he threw his body into the other player at the right location, not 10 feet away from the ball just to wrestle, but at the right spot where the ball was going to fall, and then played in, I think it was Erickson that was running through. I mean, he's never going to get there, but at least gave us a chance, right? That's what you're supposed to do in that position. I mean, Garnacho slipped on that side of the pitch too. Maybe they overwarded that side of the pitch. Seen a couple stumbles over there. And for those wondering, that is my X or Twitter handle there, Brymart United, Brymart U2D. Give me a follow on there. I am live tweeting as well as streaming here and watching the game. Newcastle with a little bit of possession here. Newcastle knocking it around. Oh, Isak. Oof. Newcastle again. Can't even get it out. Getting tongue tied. It's like Bruno cleared. Looking for Garnacho. Low percentage pass. All right, guys, head up. Let's get out. Let's get out. Let's get out. Dangerous. See, I think I talked too much about playing out of the back, and now we're trying it, and now it's looking a little bit dodgy. I shouldn't have said anything. Here comes Newcastle. Goal. Yep. Tenali. I jinxed us. That is my fault. I just sat there and yapped on and on and on about play out of the back. We should play out of the back. We should control it. And sure enough, we just tried to. Coughed it up. Tenali goal. My bad, guys. My bad. Well, there it goes. Well, let's check on the women's match. How about that, huh? At least United's winning somewhere. All right, so stoppage time, 5th minute of stoppage time for the women. Man United women playing Manchester City in the FA Women's Cup semifinal. Manchester United are winning that 2-0. So, barring any miracle, we should be winning this FA Cup semifinal tie between Manchester United and Manchester City. Um, so, yeah, at least good news on that front. Oh, wow, Mbappe got a red card today. All right, Newcastle with the free kick here. Murphy and Trippier standing over it. Ball in. Bruno plays defense, covers, puts it out for a corner. We look like we're imploding a bit right now. Bruno's doing more gesturing and yelling than usual, or than he has been lately when we've been playing better. So Newcastle working it around. Shot from Tonali. Tonali's feeling it today. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Because Tonali's got a good shot on him. I mean, let's see from this angle. Yeah, that took a wicked dip on it. I mean, that if that was on frame, that would have beaten Bayender. That took such a wicked dip on it. I don't know if you guys saw it from your angle, if you got a chance to see it in the replay, but that ball was curving, spinning, arcing. I mean, yikes. Yikes. Back to Bayender. Bayender, Lindelof. Lindelof, Dallo. Dallo plays it across up the field looking for Xerxes. Ericsson on it. Garnacho double teamed. Out for United throw. Oh, so I thought, okay. I guess it's off United. I thought it was off Newcastle. Here come Newcastle outside of our box. Trippier overlapping. All right, here comes United breaking with Ugarte. Ericsson. How many times we kicked it off of each other? How many times we kicked the ball off of each other? It's like we can't pass around each other. Come on, Dallo. Let's go. Let's go, Garnacho. Ball in. Xerxes. Oh, just how Xerxes reached. That was a good break. That was a good break. There's Newcastle with the ball around the edge of our box. Going back towards the half line. Okay, back across to their own half. Back to their keeper. Keeper goes long for Newcastle. Overhit, out of bounds. United throw in. This game feels a little bit. It feels like intense yet flat at the same time. I don't know how to say it. Maybe it's like a feeling of hopelessness where it's like we're trying, they're trying, but it kind of doesn't really matter for us. Whereas for them, it really matters. So maybe that's what I'm feeling off of this game. Like I'm up for it, I'm trying to be up for it, but also just kind of feel like, okay, like let's get out of here and just everyone come out healthy. You know, that was a good tackle by Dello. Oh, a good save by Ender. Great save. Great save by Ender. Tweet that. Here comes United. I mean, Newcastle. God. Man, I like looked away for 2 seconds and here comes Newcastle again. I just took my eyes off the game just trying to tweet something out. Wow. Yeah, here's that save again from Bayender. Yeah, that's great work. Here come Newcastle. Ball back into our box. Dan Burn puts it over. Hmm. We are under some relentless pressure right now from Newcastle. Here comes Trippier. Trippier saying, "Get out." Murphy overlapping. Here comes Murphy. Outside of our box, into our box, right to Ericsson's feet. Bruno clears. Okay. Every time we clear it looking for Xerxes, I mean, dude's kind of fighting for his life up there. Like he's starting to kind of look like Hoyland looks most matches. Like we need to get the ball, get our foot on the ball, and just I don't know, get Newcastle to back off a little bit. Because yeah, every time Xerxes, the ball comes near him in the last like 10 minutes, it's just been like three Newcastle players all over him. Here comes Dallo. Come on, Dallo. Out wide to Garnacho. Come on, Garnacho in the box. Go! 1-1. Let's go, Garnacho. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nice. That's great work by Dallo. Great finish by Garnacho, but great work by Dallo. Dallo's been all right. So apart from that slip, he's been all right. He's been all right. He's been all right. I know he gets his crap sometimes, but he's been all right this game. Let's go. I mean, I know I said that this game doesn't really matter much for us, but if we can win it, all right, let's win it. I mean, again, everyone needs to come out of this healthy, though. If we win this and everyone comes out healthy, then that would be the ideal situation to go into Thursday with some momentum. Um, you know, everyone's feeling good and fit, coming off the back of a win, potentially. Let me not get ahead of myself, but potentially. Um, and yeah, that would be great to go into Thursday with. Here comes Trippier with the corner for Newcastle. Ball in. Binder punches away. Shot from Joelinton. Recycled by Newcastle. Joelinton turns and looks up. I don't know if that was a shot or what the heck that was from Joelinton. Yikes. That was some outside of the boot weirdness. MS is down. I hope he's just trying to get a Newcastle player carded because that would suck for that kid. I hope he's not hurt. Yeah, that was like a foul, actually. That's definitely a foul on Amas. I think ref missed that one. Comes Trippier into the corner. Newcastle. Hand up. Ball in. Isak was going for the first time volley there off the cross. Newcastle just have such big bodies to just throw at the ball when it's launched in the air. It's like, gosh, they've got some absolute trees on that pitch. That's clever from yeah. That's clever from Harry Barnes. Harvey Barnes. Jesus, Harry Barnes. Oh man. Harry Barnes must be his twin or something, his older brother. Think we are setting up for a corner kick from Newcastle. What's Sharon Amos doing back there? Sharon's trying to bully Amos. York gets a yellow card for shoving Cher. I feel like something's got to be said though. I mean, like in situations like that where you got the attacking player and they're clearly pushing and putting their hands on the defender, and the defender does it back. I mean, look at it. I mean, like Cher's got a handful of like Amas's right boob right now. I mean, like it's crazy, man. Like I don't know. I think the attacker in that situation is getting a little too much leeway. If I can sit here and push all on you and grab you and all this stuff, but then when you push back, suddenly it's a foul. You know, Newcastle with the throw. Oh, I got blurry for a second there. Anyway, Newcastle up the field. Let's go, Amas. Yes, good touches. Good touches. Here comes Garnacho. Handball. I thought it was a handball there. Maybe I'm seeing things. Bruno. Garte. Shoot it. What? Okay, that was a smart play at least. But I was like, shoot it, man. Like, have some confidence. That was a great play by Garnacho, though. Dallo with the throw. 2 minutes of stoppage time. I've stopped my timer in case you're watching. I got this weird timer where it's like if you stop it and then try and reset it or start it again, it does something weird. So Dallo with the throw. Newcastle clear. Erickson chases. Back to Mazraoui across the halfway line. Mazraoui back to Bayendir. top of the box. Byander goes along. Looking for Dello. Dan Burn heads it out. Throw in for United. Okay, but look at that right now. Like Dan Burn is clearly shoving Xerxes over. So like, there needs to be more consistency around what you can do and what you can't do in terms of shoving and all that kind of stuff. All right, we're at halftime. We're at halftime. What do I say about that half? I guess I'm a little surprised that we scored actually. I know scoring was kind of our struggle. I know in my preview I said that I think it was United we've allowed 41 goals, Newcastle have allowed 39 or something like that. But then the big difference was that they scored a lot more than we have this season. So I think in my preview I was like it's going to be either a 3-1 game or a 1-0 game. Obviously 1-0's not happening anymore, so it might still be 3-1 or it might be 3-3 with the way we're playing offensively. Defensively, we look like crap still. Um, you know, um, I shouldn't say still because that's not giving credit to the last few games where we looked solid defensively. But these also aren't like it's not our entire starting team here, right? So defensively shaky for sure this match. I shouldn't say still, right? Um, but yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say really. I mean, deserved goal on each end, honestly. Um, Not a whole lot that really stood out to me. I mean, if you look at the possession, it's 54% United, 46% Newcastle. In terms of shots, Newcastle have had 7, United have had 4, but United have had 3 shots on target, whereas Newcastle have only had 2 shots on target. So, I mean, fairly balanced across the board. Um, Pass accuracy is kind of, I would say, shocking on both sides. 77% for United, 78% for Newcastle. I don't think that's very great from either side. Um, but yeah, not a whole lot to say. The one thing that kind of bugs me though is, and I was kind of yelling about it a bit towards the end of the half there, is I'm watching Shar and um Amas, right, tussle in the box, Newcastle corner kick or whatever. And Amas is just getting like manhandled over there. So he kind of pushes back and, okay, fair enough, no call. But then Yoro comes up and kind of gives Shar a shove and, he milks it, falls over, gets a yellow card for Yoro. But then the other end, I think it was Dan Byrne or someone was shoving Xerxes and like nothing. So I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a line drawn in terms of how much pushing and shoving you can do. Um, you know, when it comes to getting in the set and lined up for a corner kick or any kind of free kick or anything like that. Just because, yeah, it seems a little bit unfair for Euro to have gotten a yellow card, but not for I think it was Dan Byrne to shove Xerxes. Although Xerxes didn't fall over, maybe he should have fallen over and kind of milked it a bit more. But whatever. I don't know. That's my only gripe. But really, not a whole lot to share about that first half. Um, I know I was updating about the women's match between United and City, FA Women's Cup semifinal. So United, we did win that one 2-0 over City. So congrats to the women's side on winning that one. It was goals by Bizet in the 6th minute and Clinton in the 22nd minute. So at least, half United won today. Let's have the other half follow suit. But again, I don't want us to stretch ourselves too thin to do so because I really just want to come out of this game injury free and hopefully not embarrassed, right? Um, it's one thing to come out injury free, which you lost 5-6-1. It's another thing to come out of it injury free and you drew 1-1, 2-2, or heck, even one, right? Even better if we win. But again, I don't want us to come out of this injured at all. So that's my biggest goal for this game. Anyway, I'm going to do my usual halftime stretch and refill my cup with some water over here because I know my voice has been a little scratchy lately. I think it's allergy season or something around here. So anyway, let me step away and do that, and I'll be back with you guys in time for the second half. So let me figure out how to turn off my camera for a second. There we go. And my voice. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Second half about to kick off. I'm going to start my timer once they get to 45 minutes, 13 seconds. And that is now. Were there any changes? Let me see. No, no changes. Here comes Newcastle. In our box. Good foot by Mazraoui. Let's go, Mazraoui. Stay on him. Lindelof back to Bayender. Bayender goes long. Euro for Bruno. I just saw another little shove there from Euro. I'm getting a little worried that he might get himself tossed. Because he seems a little bit like he's still pissed about that yellow card from the first half. All right, Xerxes. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. On the break. On the break. Here comes Xerxes. Out to Dallo. Push down. That's a penalty. 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 Come on, referee. Come on, referee. Have a shot. I must have a shot. Uh, have a look at that because that was. I think he got pushed over. Nah, call that. Call that. Come on. Yeah, I think he got away with one on that one. 2-1. Harvey Barnes, Newcastle. Damn it. Nope, 2-1. My prediction was 3-1. I hope I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Oh gosh. This is a little bit agonizing because like we don't even deserve this, to be honest. Like we honestly should be tied up with them still, I think. But I mean they broke hard and then Dalla was doing good, but then like Livermento just coasted past him. I mean he just coasted past him. Yeah. Yeah. I mean the only thing I can say is Dalla was at fault for getting burned so easily. But otherwise, I mean, I saw Newcastle. But again, it just it feels a little bit undeserved from our perspective. I think we've hung in a bit more than this, than the score shows. Come on. Come on, Garden. I should do something with it. Like the runs in the box. The runs in the box are bad. I mean, I don't know. Like if I'm playing and I'm kind of the trailing runner, or the winger's got the ball, and I can see that that winger is going to struggle to get like a good cross off. I'm going to get a little closer to them. I'm going to kind of go and I'm going to kind of make a bit of a darting run, kind of actually towards the winger. So if that ball just happens to eke out, I'm there to shoot it right at the goal. But I don't know. Our players just, it's like they expect him to somehow get in a good ball when he's double teamed and not able to get his body around it and really get like a good cross on it. Let's go, Xerxes. Is he pulled up? He's pulled up. Damn it. Damn it. Smashed my elbow. Ouch. I'm gonna be out injured too. Damn it. Damn it. How many games do we have left? How many games do we have left this season? All right, we've got Leon. Leon, Wolves, Bournemouth, Brentford, West Ham, Chelsea, Aston Villa. That's it. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 matches left. Hamstring pulled. That might be it for the season. Let's see, because that's 17th. Maybe by some miracle he's back for Chelsea on May 18th. If not Aston Villa on the 25th to end the season, but that might be it. He might be done for the season, to be honest. Because I mean, hamstring issues, man. Like, you know, things like that. It's just that you need to give that time. I've seen way too many players who rush back, and then as soon as they extend, they pull it again, they tear it again, and so you got to give that time. You got to give that like a solid month and really take care of it. I mean, and what is it? Today is the 13th. A month from now is May 13th. We have two league games left against Chelsea and Aston Villa. So again, maybe he's back for that last game against Aston Villa and he just gets a little cameo, but then it's like, why? You know. All right, United has some substitutes. Let's see. Let's see who came in, who came off. All right, Xerxes obviously went off. Garnacho went off. Amas went off. Mount came on. Hoyland came on. Dorgu came on. So Dorgu must have come on for Amas. Hoyland came on for Xerxes, and Mount came on for Garnacho. I'll tell you what. I will do you a favor, and I will update the lineup. Let me just get in here and do my magic. Mason Mount and Hoyland Rasmus. Binder. Oh, bad pass out. That's the only thing about Binder, right? And I mean, maybe he just needs more games to kind of get that under his feet. Part of me feels like he got dismissed a little bit early, didn't really get a fair shot. Then he kind of got thrown in, had a shaky game or two, and then was put back on the bench. I think he's a good shot stopper. But the feet, the distribution is just not there. And then he got Onana, who's like, he's got good feet, but he's not a good shot stopper. So like, we need to combine Bayendir and Onana and make like a, I don't know, Bayanana, Bayana, I don't know, something. Hmm. Yana over here, man. I got plenty of sleep though. I don't know what it is. Oh, here comes Newcastle. Ooh, bad touch from Isaac. Out of bounds. Throw in for United. Trippier is still down though from that heavy challenge. See who hit him. Bruno. Ah, yeah, that's a fair challenge. Fair challenge on Bruno and Trippier. I think Trippier's age is just catching up with him. You don't get up as fast as you used to when you start to get older. That ground isn't as soft to you. Bruno back to Dorgu. Dorgu looking for options. Options back to Lindelof, who goes in the middle to Hoyland. That's a foul on Mount. Euro over the Bruno. Is Bruno playing deeper now? Bruno seems like he's playing deeper, but I can't tell if he's taking up a midfield position. No, there he is. Okay, he's back up top now. Yeah. Casemiro's warming up. Free kick to Newcastle. Lindelof clears. Newcastle have it on the halfway line. Isak looking wide for Murphy. Ball in. Oof. Yeah, Dan Burn should have left that. Dan Burn should have left that one. Because yeah, I believe Barnes was standing behind him. I think that was Barnes behind him. Newcastle again. Binder punches out. Good punch, Binder. Good punch. Good punch. Newcastle still attacking, still pressing. Ball back in. Binder comes out to collect. Oh, Thomas Tuchel is there. Look at that. United clears. And there's Hoyland already on the ground wrestling with Cher. But hey, at least it wasn't a foul. We got the ball on the break. Here comes Mount. United knocking it around. Ugarte over to Mazraoui. Mazraoui getting into the attack. Out to Dallo. Back to Mazraoui. Our passing looks shaky. I don't know why. Here comes Newcastle. 3-1. 3-1 Newcastle. 3-1. Harvey Barnes, 3-1. I mean, again, great goal from Harvey Barnes, though. I mean, he drove through, he pushed through, and he buried it. I mean, that was a very strong, powerful run from him. So I can't say anything bad about that from Newcastle perspective. Mesraoui just, I don't know what he did. He slipped. He slipped. That's what happened. Dang. Dang. I'm just watching back the replay, just trying to see what else happened, but it's just a slip from Mesraoui because Mesraoui has been great this game as usual. You know, he's one of our standout players, so I really can't fault him too much. I mean, if the turf monster gets you, the turf monster gets you. You know what I mean? Like as we say here in the United States. So just unlucky on that one. But then again, a great finish from Harvey Barnes. I kind of feel like if we had that same break, we may not have finished it like that. So credit where credit's due. Looks like Dallo is down holding his face. No, that's Ugarte down holding the face. Sorry. St. James's Park is rocking right now. They're enjoying this. Bruno with the throw into the midfield into Ugarte. Ugarte back to Dorgu. No, that's Euro. Sorry. Now it's Dorgu. Back to Euro. United looking for a pass, looking for an opening somewhere. Here comes Dorgu down the left side. Offsides. Offsides. That was Alan Shearer in the stands. Man, it's tough to sit here and watch your team be another team's fodder, right? It's like you're watching your team be the the sacrificial lamb that the lion is chasing around and the crowd screaming for the lion like, yeah, get him, get him, get him. Oh, that's draining. It's draining. Back to Binder. Binder goes long. Flick from Bruno. Hoyland, nice touch. That's a foul, referee. How is Sharon have a yellow card yet? Dallo just ripped by Livramento. Jesus. Here come Newcastle. Up wide to Murphy. Murphy mishandles, but who cares because they're up 3-1. Tonali coming up. Crowd yelling shoot. Out wide to Murphy. Murphy's offsides. Let me just take a look. Dare I? Dare I take a look at the standings in the Premier League? Here we go. Oh, oh no. Oh no. So in the live standings, we are 14th on 38 points. Spurs are 15th on 37 points. Wolves are 16th, 35 points. West Ham 17th, 35 points. The next three, as you know, are Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton. We are. I mean, I guess you could be extreme and say 3 points above the relegation zone, but I mean, if the relegation zone is the bottom three teams, then yeah, technically we are only 3 points out of the relegation zone. Here come Liverpool. Here come Newcastle again. Liverpool are going to win the league. Here come Newcastle again. Corner for Newcastle. Barnes again being a nuisance. But yeah, going back to the stats I was just sharing in terms of our standing in the league, let's go ahead and be extreme here and say there's a chance we could finish 17th. Like, let that sink in. There's a chance that we could finish 17th. Manchester United. That's insane. He's offsides. Come on, ref. Is he not? Oh, God. He's not mad. Oh, my goodness. They're just dancing around us now. I know I was saying earlier that I just want to get out of this match uninjured. Well, Xerxes hurt. I said it might be, okay if we lose, but it's 3-1. So we're starting to border on an embarrassing outing. And that's going to be crap for our morale going into Thursday. Like, I don't know. I don't really blame Amarim. I just think we just have crap players in certain positions. And, like, I don't know. I don't know. They just got to go. I usually don't do like the news shows, and I usually don't do, you know, I usually just kind of do like a match preview, live stream during the match, and a post game. But I might have to just kind of do a separate video where I just kind of talk about what we need to do to change and clear out some of the dead wood and get better. I don't know who we get, but players. We need players. We need players. We need to go for those like 20, $30 million range players and just try and rebuild from there to complement some of the bright spots we do have, right? Because we do have some bright spots. Let's not act completely doom and gloom on this. We do have some bright spots, but we need a lot more. We need a lot more. Here comes a free kick from Newcastle up to the box. Here comes Dorgu. Swing it. It's behind Dallo, yeah. Well, that killed the momentum of that attack, but at least we have the ball, and at least Newcastle's kind of off our necks a bit. They're sitting back behind their halfway line, so at least they're letting us out. Bruno go up to Hoyland. Hoyland ball into the box. Have a shot. Ugarte shot. Right, the goalie. Not terrible. Not terrible. not terrible. That was better. That was better from everybody. Better from Hoyland. They're just passing around as like raccoons. I don't understand how it comes out where Newcastle will cross the ball and it'll find one of their players, right? They'll get a foot on it or a toe on it, a head on it, something on it. We cross the ball and like, oh Jesus Christ, 4-1. Bruno Grimaires 4-1. Gosh, this is painful to watch. This is painful to even sit through and do. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. If I wasn't streaming right now, I'd probably just like, I don't know, start eating lunch or something and just kind of watch from afar because this is worse than I predicted. I predicted 3-1. So Binder tried to clip it into someone outside the box, kind of in the center of the park. Joelinton intercepts it, and it bounces over to Bruno Guimaraes, who comfortably puts it away. I mean, some people on Twitter right now or X, whatever, are saying, "Oh, Bayendir audition over, Onana back in goal." I don't know. Is that worse than what Onana has done to us? Right? As embarrassing as that is that any worse? Like at least he was trying to kind of play a pass. Onana, the ball comes at him and he just forgets that he has hands. I don't know. As much as that pass sucked, maybe it's just inexperience. You can at least play that card. God, we can't even throw the ball in, man. What the hell? Oh, Luke Shaw's on for Masraoui. Welcome back, Luke Shaw. Here comes Manu. Manu for Bruno. Bruno hands the captain's armband to um, Lindelof. That was nice of him. Let's put Manu in there for Bruno. Cross to Manu. Manu to Mount out to Dorgu. See, and again, like nobody, no options. We've got no options. They've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 guys back versus 3 of our guys. Shot from Bruno right at the goalie. Just end this game already. Seeing like all that yapping that we're doing and not backing it up, like just shut up, just shut up. I don't know, man. I'm like at a loss for words right now. Usually I'm yapping away, but I'm just watching this and you just feel kind of defeated. You're just like, we had like a decent run. It was patchy, but it was decent. And then like we come back to this where it's like, oh, this is what a good team looks like in Newcastle. You know what, Newcastle? It's like, okay, they've got their superstars here and there. I would say Guimaraes, Joelinton, Isak, superstar status, I would say at this point. But then the rest of the players are really just kind of like steady eddies, right? Like Dan Burn, Trippier, um, Pope in goal, Jacob Murphy. Those guys like they're just steady eddies. They do a job, consistently. You need someone to get down the line and put in crosses or work with, the striker in midfield. You got Murphy. You need someone to, be hard to beat as a defender and offer you something going forward on set pieces. You got, Dan Burn. You got, you know, Pope who just makes, consistent saves, you know, keeps his team in the game, gives them a chance, right? Like I mean, that's what we need. Just a few superstars and the rest just solid players, just steady eddies, people who just consistently deliver. There's Newcastle with a throw. Yep. A mistake between Longstaff and I can't remember who threw the ball in for Newcastle, but it doesn't really matter because we're losing 4-1 anyway. United, Dorgy with the throw. Brian Deere. Brian Deere. I was just defending you, bro. I was just defending you, man. Like what do you don't make me a fool, man. Don't make me a fool. Comes United outside of Newcastle's box, ball in. Willing got on the end of that cross, surprisingly, but it was wide. Oh man, this is painful. This is painful. All right, 5 minutes stoppage time. Here we go. Let's just not get scored on again. How about that? Here come Newcastle. Oh, we just look so bad. We just look so bad, so bad, so bad. Here comes Hoyland. Come on, guys. Let's get one more goal. Let's try and get one more goal. One more goal. Yeah, he should have decided sooner. Either he was going to shoot that or he was going to lay that off. Because by the time you're in that position as a striker, I mean, your angle's really kind of gone. You've got to shoot it past your defender and the keeper. Inside the Dorgu. Menu into the box. Mm, smothered out by Newcastle. Here comes Newcastle. Here comes Tonali. Oh, he's pumping. He's faster than I thought he was. Wow. 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 I mean, the way Tonali just powered through, dribbled, kept calm and composed, bought Newcastle time. I mean, it's just night and day. It's such a stark difference between what we have and what they have. Now the Olays are coming out. Got about 5 seconds left in this match. Come on, ref. Put us out of our misery. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Put us out. Put us out. That's game 4-1 to Newcastle. I mean, that was bad, man. Like the first half, like we were solid first half. We were solid. We deserved to be hanging in there 1-1, but my goodness, man, 4-1. It's awful. We looked bad. We looked tired. We looked ragged. I mean, Not even tired. No, we didn't look tired. We didn't look tired. Let me not give us that excuse. We just looked, I don't know, like a little bit shell shocked in a way. Like again, maybe the players didn't care about this game because they're like, what does it mean for our season? We're probably not going to get relegated. I mean, we're most likely not going to get relegated. We're obviously not getting into Europe via the league, so they're probably just like, this means nothing for us. Maybe that's what was with the lack of effort, especially in the second half. I mean, you've got players screaming down the sidelines, and they're looking to put a ball in, and they look up and there's two red shirts and like five black and white shirts. I mean, our players were not getting about the pitch today, that in the second half especially. But it's I don't know. I don't know. I'm really curious to see what the fallout's going to be by Indir. I defended him after the first mistake. The second mistake, like yikes. You know, like I'm not a 2.0. The only saving grace for Bayern Deer is that, younger guy, I guess, right? Still developing, still growing. So I don't know. I don't have much for you guys on this one. This was just kind of a bore to watch in the second half, especially like as we started, getting our asses kicked more and more. It just became painful to watch. Old habits coming up. Xerxes hurt. That. Anyway, I might do a post game on this. I may not. We'll see. But yikes, yikes, yikes! We have a lot of rebuilding to do. That this last spell of 5, 6 games where we looked okay, I think it was just a purple patch for us, which is bad because we didn't win all those games. We like drew most of them, and that was our purple patch, was drawing a bunch of games. So yeah, yeah, this was a wake up call. Anyway, guys, like, share, subscribe. I will do more videos, more watch alongs, things like that. We'll come hang out. Like I said, it's a small channel, so we can interact a lot more. You can have your say, and you can be heard. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.